Guys, welcome back. Today I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview of what I've done to the car, and then at the end of the video I'll kind of explain where I'm going with it, what my plans are, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so to start off, it's a 1957 Volkswagen Bug. It's a European model, so it's got a couple details, one of them being these semaphores, so they're turn signals. But picked it up about a year and a half ago and just been slowly working at it since. Probably start with the pan and what all I've done there. Alright, so one of the first things I did when I got the car home, took the body off and got the pan, cut the floor pans out and cut the torsion off and raised the torsion 3 inches. It's a 3-inch narrow with 30mm sway away torsion bars, adjustable sway away spring plates, QA1 double adjustables in the back, sway away axles and a spool. Got the rest of the training parts here, but just haven't put it together yet. So I made the torsion raise plate myself, just plasma cut it out, touched everything up, and shaped it to the torsion. There's gussets on top, gussets on bottom that I'll give you a look at. So it's got gussets going from the torsion plate to the frame horn, and then tubes going back to, they're welded to the frame horn and to the wheelie bar mount right here. So that's one of the things I'm going to do up here soon, is weld those wheelie bars to the piece of square tubing that's going to slide in there. So they are removable, they're pinned in there. So yeah, at the same time, got these Wolfsburg West floor pans. It did have floor pans in there and they weren't decent. The guy I bought it from did them, but some of the work was a little shoddy, so I just cut them out at the same time, took care of that. And then up front, I've got a 6-inch narrow beam I did myself, chromoly tubing, QA1 single adjustables, drop spindles, all that. And I did end up making these bronze bushings myself, so it's basically just bought a tube of oil impregnated bronze, cut 4 pieces out, made a chamfer on them with the lathe, and just reamed them until the control arms fit in there nice and snug. So as I said in the back here, sway away 30mm torsion bars, sway away axles, sway away adjustable spring plates. Got the JC end caps with the bronze bushing. And one of the things I recently got was these weld bead locks, which I'm super happy with. I had to call them and kind of custom order them because they didn't make this exact wheel per se. So just got those in, got those mounted. Did make a video about that, so that's my last video if you want to check that out. Got the matching V-series up front. The Who's Your Bias plies on that, they are 15-inch wheels, 23-inch tires in the front. The rear tires are 26, 11 and 50s by 15s. So the wheels are 15 by 8. It kind of worked out perfectly fitment wise with the I had to take into account that adjuster block in there, and that's kind of right where the widest part of the sidewall is, so everything kind of worked out perfectly there. And the cage is all tacked together right now. I will hopefully be getting that certified to 850. So if you can't tell by looking at the roll cage and wheelie bars and stuff like that, it is going to be a street strip car, so it is pie cut about 8 degrees to give it a little bit of caster, kind of help with bump steer, not have things so dirty and all that stuff. So that's kind of covers most of the big modifications to the pan. As you can see, I got a lot of panels on here, some green panels. The body was extremely rough when I got it. I ended up basically cutting the bottom 12 inches of the car off. The heater panels were shot. I got new quarter panels, new little bit of little piece of the A-pillar down there I replaced. Firewall, replaced a little bit there. Obviously still have a little bit left to do right here, but I will do that once I've got carbon fiber front fenders coming, stock width carbon fiber hood. I do have these in already. These are 1 1/4 wider rear carbon fenders, carbon fiber apron, and I've got a carbon fiber deck lid coming. So trying to keep it as light as possible. Trying to keep it around 1,800 pounds, maybe a little less, and add a little bit of a lead shot in there to kind of make that 1,800 number. But so the body's kind of on hold for now. I will be pulling the body off shortly and welding up the cage. I can give you a little bit better look at the cage here. So one of the more recent things I did was made this wing from scratch. It's not riveted together yet, and I don't have the Zeus tabs welded on the car, but did some bead rolling, and it turned out all right. I went through took me a few tries, but started with just this aluminum panel over here. I've actually got one of my messed up panels over here. So, let's see, that one's not too bad. Maybe it was this one. Did get a little jacked up down there, but I'm not afraid to show it. So, but yeah, this is what I start out with, is just these aluminum panels. Cut it out on the brake, or the shear rather, bent it on the brake, just kind of touched it up, sanding it, did the bead rolling, and then just clicking it together for now. So one of the other things I made out of the same aluminum panel was my fuel tank. I wanted to do something custom, but not just buy a 5-gallon fuel cell, because it is going to be a street car, like I said. So I ended up making this. It's kind of got the bottom sump section there with the fittings, and got the baffles in there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but reinforced the top. It is going to be around 13 or so gallons, so should be good for the street. Obviously I'm not going to have 13 gallons of gas while I'm running it, but so I guess I'll give you guys kind of an idea of what my future plans of this car are. Street strip car, but it's not going to be, it's going to be more street, or more strip than street. So it's got a spool in it, like I mentioned before. It's not going to be a road trip car, but my theory was just get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, besides spending all this time and all this money making this car and then dragging it to the track, breaking my stuff, and then driving back and then fix it and do it all over again. Which, not that there's anything wrong with that. I would still love building it. I would still like racing and all that stuff, but it would just be cool to build it from the start with the plan of being able to at least jump in it and be able to drive it every other weekend or so whenever I wanted. But haven't started collecting engine parts yet, but it is, I'm pretty much planning on a 2332. It is going to be EFI. It's going to be turboed. So there'll be a lot to figure out there with the fuel tech. But, you know, it should be worth it in the end. It's one of those things, you can't have your head stuck in the computer all the time, but it will be nice just to be able to monitor everything you possibly can on the engine and just manage it. So, you know, after runs or something, take a look at everything, make sure everything's straight, hopefully catch problems before they actually, you know, you torch a cylinder or something like that. But it's going to be, I said I was getting the cage certified to 850. I'm not expecting to run 850s with it, but I would like to dip into the 9s in the quarter mile eventually, you know, once it's all dialed in and whatnot. So, but to do that, you have to get it certified up to 850. So hopefully that all goes smoothly, and then soon I can weld the cage up, take the body off, weld the cage up, and then move on from there. So I am sticking with the Type 1 tranny, as you can see. This is just a transmission case I had laying around to put in there to do the mid-mount and all that stuff, line the shift rod up that I made. But like I said, it's got a spool in it. I do have the Rhino case, I already bought it. Sitting over here, got the Weddle gears in this box. So, doing a double disc clutch for sure. So I am, you know, still sticking Type 1. I made that decision, but alright guys, so that hopefully gives you a good idea of what we've done to the car so far and what the plans are for it. I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of a shop tour right now. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here, a lot going on, so I'll give you a little bit of a view of what's going on right now. Over here we got 2 pretty much stock engines, I believe, just doing some, you know, small stuff, seeing what he's got, tearing that engine down, swapping the muffler over here, doing some tune-up stuff. Picked up a core this weekend down at Rockingham, so I got that to take apart. Customer car right here. It's actually a pretty clean Super Beetle. Done some suspension work to it, Porsche wheels, new paint job. Pretty cool street car. It's actually got this engine going in right here with Porsche fan shroud, all that stuff. So that's a really nice engine. So that car's pretty sweet. Got his engine or tranny going back in, his new engine going in. That's his old one over there. Come back here to the welding table. We've actually got a set of Dana 80 Jeep axles that are from his Jeep, and he had a little bit of a accident off road. Just chipped the Ranger.
I'd say it was we, because you were there. I'd say it was we.
I didn't do anything though. I was just passenger.
You weren't even in the car. I think it was just me.
I think I was watching that one, so that's on you.
But yeah, I guess we'll fix this up. And I mean, he's gonna have a bunch of content on my Jeep and off-roading and stuff like that.
Yep.
Because I mean, when we're not here working on it, we're usually either out on the track or out working on his car or out on the trails with mine.
Yeah, so look forward to that on my channel. And he's actually got a couple of videos of the oval on his channel already.
Yeah, we got I think I made a video on mounting his back wheels, which was a pretty cool video to make. And then we did like a quick little brief walk around, similar to the video that he's making today, but a little less in detail. Yeah,
so head on over to his channel, Rocky TV. Drop a like if you like those videos, and subscribe to him. Stay tuned. Like I said, there'll be more of this on there too. So that's pretty much the fabrication corner, belt sander, grinder, all that. So just got some parts laid out here on the carts right now. This engine is going to be going together soon. We've already done the machine work to that. Tranny part right here to put back together. I'm not sure which one this was. I think it's a stock rebuild. We do machine work here, so fly cutting, decking, thrust cut, boring, line boring, all that stuff. So love doing that. Got 2 mills, drill press, lathe. Got another lathe back there. It's kind of our parts area over there. Got a bunch of, anytime we strip something down, keep the parts from it, or keep what's good, and keep them in stock, so we can just walk over here and grab stuff when we need something. But so look forward to a full shop tour in the future, and I can do some more in-depth videos, you know, like set up cameras while I'm working and stuff, and show you guys a little bit more of the day-to-day action. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of that, and thanks for watching the video.